Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I know you've already seen this eye makeup look. I just shot that, and I figured since I already have my makeup on and everything, I would go ahead and do this video. This is going to be a behind the scenes, what I'm looking at right now, how my camera's set up, the settings I use, what camera, like everything that you need to know to get your beauty channel started. It is really hard getting everything perfect the way you want it. I still struggle. I was crying earlier, like I could not get my lights right. And so I move things all the time. It's just a constant battle. And getting started, if I didn't have the videos of people's help getting everything set up and all that goes into it, I would not have known where to start. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little behind the scenes. You're going to see the quality change because I'm going to switch to a different camera so you can see like my actual setup, and I'm going to leave my camera that I use already set up. So if you want to see an in-depth tutorial of how to get your beauty channel started and what you need, then just go ahead and keep watching. Alright guys, so I'm going to first start off showing you the entire room. This is an extremely large room. The bigger the room, the harder it is to bounce light the way you want it. I'm having to leave the blinds open here, and then I'm having to open the blinds in my bedroom and open the door that goes outside. So this is a lot of natural light that I don't really like to use, but I have to because this room is so dark. And I just can't, like with this black wall right here, this is all paintings that my husband has done. With that black wall, it does not bounce light correctly, and it does not work. So if you have a small room with all white walls with carpet, you are golden, because the light just bounces off the walls. It looks so good. Okay, let's look at my actual setup. I have two soft boxes. These are from Amazon. They were $70, and they come with the bulb and the stand and everything. And then there's an extra one too that I'll show you. It's set up on the other side. Okay, and to light the face, I have the Diva ring light. This is a Supernova one. This ring light is probably about $200. There is a cheaper one on Amazon now. I would definitely recommend going the cheaper route when you get started. This is just, I like the stand on this one. It did not come with the tripod. I stole that from like one of my lights. And you have to have a like extension cord with a bunch of plugs on it, because you're gonna have a lot of things plugged in. And so the tripod that I have my camera set up on is from Amazon. It's a cheap one, and this is my camera. This is the 70D. I really like this camera. There's an 80D now, so I would probably go with that if I was gonna get one. I have like the cords right here. This is my microphone, this goes to the viewfinder, and this is a rechargeable battery. Please get one of these if you're going to do it. They're like 20 bucks on Amazon, and you can just plug it in. You never have to worry about if your battery is charged or not. It's awesome. I just got that, and it like saved my whole life. So that right there is everything. I'll show it to you from this side. I just put this light right here today because I was having a shadow on one side of my face, and when I put that up there, I think it helped. So that just kind of took the shadow off of one side. Okay, I'm going to show you the distance in between where I sit. I tried putting a curtain on this wall. It really did not help the situation that much, I don't think, but I tried to cover that gray wall. Okay, and then here is my setup. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. I have my camera directly in front of me, and that sits right in between the Diva ring light. Try to center it as best you can. And then I've got my soft boxes on each side. Depending on what kind of lighting you have and what kind of room you have, you should have your soft boxes like catacornered away from you at a 45-degree angle on both sides evenly. That's if you have even light. I have this door right here is making more light than this side, so I've accommodated for that. I've moved this softbox over a little bit, but a rule of thumb is to have your ring light in the center and your softbox's 45-degree angle from where you sit. So you point your arm out and like just try to even it up like that. I have a little mirror right here, and I have it just beside the camera so I can turn my face away and you can see one eye when I do eyeshadow tutorials. And I've got this TV from Best Buy. This is the Insignia 24-inch TV. It was like 70 bucks, and I put it right directly under my camera so I used to have the Samsung TV over here, but I got rid of that one and got this small one. And I keep my microphone, I'm gonna turn this around. This is the Rode mic. I have it plugged in to my camera, and I just have that directly in front of me because I can't have it on the camera because my lens makes too much noise. So that is pretty much everything. I just keep like the bare necessities around, and I'll show you my makeup collection, but let me show you one other thing. Okay, so two must-haves for me are, one is the Canon remote. This you can get from Amazon. Basically what you do is you just hit the button and see how it started filming me. And I think that's so convenient. You can just start and stop a video whenever you need to. And then this thing right here, it actually goes into this. All my cords are plugged into an extension cord, and the extension cord is plugged into that box. So with this remote, watch this. Okay. All my lights just went off. And then I can turn it on, and everything comes back on. I've got everything plugged into that. It's got my camera plugged into it. It's got my TV plugged into it. So that thing is a lifesaver. And so look, I'm right back on the screen. So good. Love it. Okay, so let's talk about the settings. This right here, this 2.0 is the f-stop. This is how much light comes into the lens. The Canon kit lens does not allow as much light in, so your number is going to be higher there. It's going to be at like 4, but the Sigma lens will allow in that much light, so that's where I like to keep it. Your ISO is going to be like how bright your entire video is as a whole. It's going to brighten you up, it's going to brighten the background up, it brightens everything up, but you lose like some of the clearness, like, and how like sharp your video is every time you turn that up. So I have it as low as possible because all this studio light allows me to keep it low as possible. So I like to leave that at 100. I have it in movie mode. I have it autofocused, so it will find my face. I save my videos at 1920 by 30. I have the M down here is for the microphone. You can turn up the volume. I don't like to put it too high because my microphone is so good that I don't need it but so high. Okay, so that's pretty much all the settings, but I am going to show you on here what I set my picture at, like the sharpness and saturation and things, because that to me is really important. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Hold on, let me change this over. Okay, so up here, picture style, I have it on Faithful. To me, that makes the skin look a little bit softer. Not much, but it does, like, take some of the harshness out. Now, up here on Faithful, it's got its own settings, but I'm going to go to what I use. Okay, so it's a 5, a -1, a 3, and a 0. Remember that if you have this camera, and try these settings and see what you think. Now, I'm going to show you what these mean. Okay, so for the look of the video, I like to use the Faithful setting with my sharpness at 5, my contrast at -1, my saturation at 3, and my color tone at 0. The sharpness, I mean, obviously that's going to be how sharp the picture is. I turn it down just a little bit so it won't be too sharp. And then the contrast, some people will like to leave it like higher, but I think it just smooths you out just a little bit if you take some of the contrast out. The saturation is how much color is going to show up. If you turn that too high, my skin will be red sometimes when it's not really red. And so that you have to play with and see just what's right for your skin. And color tone, I always leave that at 0 because if you turn it up even one time, you get a yellow tint to your video. I don't like yellow tint. I try to keep all my lights as white as possible. So that is the settings for that. Okay, so for my background stuff, I got the center desk from IKEA. I got the storage things from Michael's. You can actually get those for half price. They usually have a 50% off coupon. I would wait until they get one, and you can get those for nothing. I mean, they're like $20, $40. I mean, it'll save you so much from getting the IKEA drawers. And then I got like the little camera from Ross for like $5, and I spray painted it white. I got those lamps from Kirkland's. I think they were about $35 a piece. I got that big picture right here from Burke's Outlet Store. And the little things that are on the table I got from like a arts and crafts store. I can't remember the name of it. I want to say Ann's for some reason. And then the background I got from a fabric store. I really recommend some kind of background that will reflect light if you have a dark wall. If you have a light colored wall, you don't need that. But I just think it made my skin look so much more true to color. And so I'm really glad I got that. So that's pretty much everything. If you have any questions on any of it, just comment down below and I'll be glad to answer them, because I know there's probably something I have missed. So that is my whole setup. Alright guys, so that was everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you, and I wish you all the best of luck in your channel. And if you already have a channel, leave your channel down below and I will go subscribe to it. Hopefully you're already subscribed to me, and we will build an even bigger community. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.